Hello, and welcome to this optimistic oasis of online learning, where we'll be diving headfirst into the wonderful world of logistics and industry, much like the Postal Service, where things can go spectacularly wrong. We're talking delays that make glaciers seem speedy, inventory screw-ups that would make a squirrel horde look organized, and enough paperwork to make a bureaucrat blush. But don't reach for the panic button just yet. Over the course of this module, we'll be arming you with the knowledge, strategies, and, dare I say, the bravery to navigate the choppy waters of logistics. We'll turn you from a logistics landlubber into a seasoned captain of cargo, ready to face down any challenge with the steely gaze of a 1,000-yard stare. Buckle up, it's going to be a bumpy yet strangely exhilarating ride. Delivery delays, the bane of every online shopper and the reason we all collectively sigh when told 7 to 10 business days. It's a phrase that strikes fear into the hearts of customers and sends stress levels soaring higher than a carrier pigeon with a caffeine addiction. But what exactly causes these delays that leave us refreshing tracking numbers like we're waiting for life-changing news? Well, my friend, it's a veritable buffet of chaos out there. Traffic jams that stretch longer than a politician's promises. Route planning so bad you'd swear they were using a map drawn by a pigeon with a compass stuck to its head. And let's not forget the weather, that unpredictable beast that can bring everything to a standstill with the merest sniffle of a snowflake or a light drizzle of locusts. Oh, and then there's customs, the bureaucratic black hole where shipments go to disappear for weeks on end, only to emerge with more stamps than a philatelist's wet dream. But fear not, for there are solutions. Real-time tracking, like a GPS tracker strapped to your package, can give you a fighting chance of actually knowing where your goods are. Route optimization software, because even pigeons with compasses can benefit from Google Maps. And finally, that all-important buffer time, because let's face it, if you're relying on everything going perfectly in logistics, you're more delusional than a sea captain who thinks they can steer a ship with a teaspoon. Let's talk inventory, shall we? That magical place where products go to, well, sometimes they disappear entirely. It's like that sock drawer in your house. You know there should be a matching pair somewhere, but it's gone to live a life of freedom and adventure, never to be seen again. Inventory and accuracy, my friends, is the art of having too much or too little of everything, all at the same time. You're either swimming in a sea of surplus stock, desperately trying to offload it at bargain basement prices, or facing the wrath of customers who are about as happy as a penguin in a heat wave because you've run out of their favorite widget. Stockouts are the retail equivalent of showing up to a gunfight with a spoon. Sure, you might get lucky, but the odds aren't exactly in your favor. And as for overstock, well, that's like having a house guest who just won't leave. It's costing you money, taking up space, and frankly, starting to smell a little funny. But fear not, lost souls of the stockroom, for there is hope. Warehouse management systems, WMS, are the digital shepherds of your inventory, keeping track of every incoming and outgoing box with the precision of a hawk-eyed accountant. And then, there are regular stock audits, like a surprise inspection for your inventory, ensuring everything is where it should be and accounted for, because in the game of inventory management, you can never be too careful. Ever ordered something online and had that fleeting moment of panic when you realize you have absolutely no idea where it is? Is it on a container ship navigating a typhoon? Has it been accidentally mislabeled and shipped to a yurt in Mongolia? My friends, that, in a nutshell, is the joy of poor supply chain visibility. It's like playing a global game of hide-and-seek with your own products. Except you're the one who's always it, and the prize is a migraine and a strongly worded email to customer service. Without visibility, you're flying blind, making decisions based on assumptions, rumors, and the occasional carrier pigeon whisper. Deadlines are missed, orders get lost, and customers are left wondering if their package is ever going to materialize or if it's been abducted by squirrels who've developed a taste for online shopping. But fear not, intrepid supply chain navigators, for there are technological marvels that can pierce the veil of uncertainty and shine a light on your wandering products. We're talking IoT sensors, tiny little spies embedded in your shipments, sending back real-time location updates, RFID tags, because even boxes deserve their own unique ID. And of course, real-time tracking systems, because knowing your package is currently enjoying a layover in a cargo container in the middle of the Pacific Ocean is still better than not knowing at all. Let's talk about transportation costs, shall we? That bottomless pit of expenses that seems to grow larger with each passing fuel price hike and toll booth you encounter. It's enough to make you want to load your products onto a donkey and call it a day. We're talking fuel costs that fluctuate more than a teenager's mood swings, tolls that make you wonder if you're accidentally paying for the entire highway system, driver salaries, because those 18-wheelers don't drive themselves, and of course vehicle maintenance, because keeping a fleet of trucks running smoothly is about as cheap and easy as keeping a herd of unicorns in pristine condition. It's a logistical labyrinth of expenses, and it's enough to make even the most hardened accountant break down and weep into their calculator. But despair not, for there are ways to navigate this financial minefield. Load planning, because cramming as much stuff as humanly possible into a truck is an art form. Fuel-efficient vehicles, because even a slight improvement in miles per gallon can save you enough money to buy a small island. And of course, transportation management systems, the logistical equivalent of having a personal accountant for your shipments, optimizing routes, consolidating loads, and generally squeezing every last penny out of your transportation budget. International shipping, where dreams of global expansion go to drown in a sea of paperwork, regulations, and enough red tape to circle the globe twice. It's a logistical minefield where even the most seasoned veterans can find themselves stumbling through a bureaucratic jungle, desperately searching for the exit visa for their shipment. We're talking forms, my friends, and lots of them, customs declarations, certificates of origin, commercial invoices, each one more complex and confusing than the last, like they were designed by a committee of sadists who moonlight as crossword puzzle writers. And then there are the regulations. Oh, so many regulations, each one a potential pitfall that can bring your shipment to a screeching halt. Get one thing wrong, just one tiny little detail, and you can kiss your shipment goodbye as it languishes in customs purgatory, racking up storage fees faster than you can say tariff code. But fear not, weary travelers of the global supply chain. There are seasoned guides who can help you navigate this bureaucratic labyrinth. Freight forwarders, those masters of paperwork and logistics, can shepherd your shipment through the customs gauntlet with the skill of a seasoned Sherpa navigating the Himalayas. And then there's export-import software, because even bureaucrats appreciate the efficiency of a well-formatted spreadsheet. With the right tools and expertise, you can turn the nightmare of customs into a mere inconvenience, a minor speed bump on your road to global domination. Welcome to the warehouse, my friends, that magical place where organization goes to die and forklifts roam free like majestic pallet-lifting beasts. It's a delicate ecosystem where one wrong move can send boxes tumbling like dominoes and turn your carefully planned storage system into a game of warehouse Jenga. Warehouse space, much like that spare room in your house, always seems to be in short supply. You're either cramming boxes in with the precision of a Tetris master, or playing a never-ending game of storage Jenga, trying to find space for just one more pallet without bringing the whole thing crashing down. And then there's the layout. Oh, the layout. A poorly designed warehouse is a logistical nightmare, a maze of aisles and obstacles that can slow down even the most experienced forklift operator. It's like trying to navigate a crowded dance floor during a conga line. Except instead of awkward dance moves, you're dealing with heavy machinery and the ever-present threat of a pallet avalanche. But fear not, warehouse warriors. There are solutions to tame even the most chaotic of storage spaces. Smart warehouse layout, because sometimes the simplest solutions are the best. Barcode scanning, because even boxes deserve their own unique identifiers. And of course automation, those tireless robots that can work 24/7 without taking a break, complaining, or asking for a raise. With a little planning and the right tools, you can transform your warehouse from a chaotic mess into a well-oiled machine of logistical efficiency. The labor shortage, that perennial problem that's about as predictable as the sunrise, yet somehow always seems to catch us off guard. It's like that friend who's always running 5 minutes late but somehow manages to be an hour behind schedule. In the world of logistics, where skilled workers are the backbone of the operation, a labor shortage can bring everything to a grinding halt. Suddenly, you're desperately searching for qualified forklift drivers, warehouse workers, and logistics coordinators, only to find that the talent pool has dried up faster than a puddle in the Sahara. And even when you do find people, there's the issue of training. Logistics is a complex beast, and without proper training, even the most enthusiastic employee can quickly become overwhelmed, leading to mistakes, accidents, and a revolving door of frustrated workers. But fear not, for there are ways to navigate this human resources minefield. Training programs, because investing in your employees is investing in your business. Safety measures, because a safe workplace is a productive workplace. And of course, technology, because sometimes the best way to bridge the skills gap is to invest in systems that make everyone's jobs easier and more efficient. By embracing a culture of learning, prioritizing safety, and leveraging the power of technology, you can build a resilient and skilled workforce that can weather any storm. The world, that unpredictable, chaotic, and often hilarious, in retrospect stage where global events unfold with the subtlety of a Michael Bay film. Just when you think you've got a handle on things, bam! A pandemic shuts down global trade. Kablooey! A war erupts, disrupting supply chains. And just for good measure, whoosh! A volcanic eruption throws a giant ash cloud into the sky, grounding flights and delaying shipments. Global disruptions, my friends, are the ultimate test of a logistics professional's mettle. It's like trying to conduct an orchestra while riding a unicycle on a tightrope. Except instead of musical instruments, you're dealing with shipping containers. And instead of an audience, you've got a global supply chain relying on you. But fear not, for even in the face of global chaos, there are strategies for survival. Diversifying suppliers, because putting all your eggs in one basket is never a good idea. Building backup inventories, because sometimes you just need to have a little extra toilet paper on hand. And of course, using AI forecasting, because even algorithms can get better at predicting the future than humans. Though, let's be honest, sometimes it doesn't take a supercomputer to see disaster on the horizon. By embracing flexibility, planning for the unexpected, and leveraging the power of technology, you can weather even the most turbulent of global storms. Well, there you have it, folks. We've journeyed through the treacherous terrain of logistical nightmares, from delivery delays that would make a snail impatient to global disruptions that would make even the most optimistic supply chain manager reach for the antacids. But remember, armed with the knowledge you've gained here today, you're no longer a logistics newbie, you're a seasoned veteran, ready to face down any challenge with the strategic mind of a chess grandmaster and the unflappable demeanor of a customer service representative who's just been yelled at for an hour straight. So go forth, my logistical lions, and conquer the world of shipping, warehousing, and supply chain management. And remember, when in doubt, there's always duct tape, a good sense of humor, and the comforting knowledge that at least you're not alone in this crazy, unpredictable, and often hilarious world of logistics.